Hi guys, this is Tasche, and in this video I wanted to share with you a little bit of my personal story. Now typically on my YouTube channel I talk about internet marketing and ways to make money online, cryptocurrency and things like that, personal development. But in this video I wanted to change it up a little bit. In fact, I'll be doing a whole series on this, and I want to share with you my story, my experience with weight loss and weight management. Now, as you can see from the title of this video, it talks about this being my first day using the SlimRoast coffee. But before we get into what SlimRoast actually is, again, I want to share with you my experience, my story, as it relates to weight loss and weight management. So, as a child and as a teenager, I was always pretty thin, pretty skinny. In fact, at times I was actually a little bit underweight. But as I got older, I gained a little more weight. I was never fit or athletic, never muscular. I was never obese, but I was never actually fit either. As I got older, though, I gained more weight, and I got to be around 150, 155 pounds, around in that area, and I looked fine, looked okay. Again, I wasn't fit, but I wasn't obese or really overweight. Well, fast forward to 2011, I was diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, which is a form of cancer of the lymph nodes. And part of my treatment, which is common with many cancers, was chemotherapy. And chemotherapy does a great job killing the cancer cells, but also kills a lot of other healthy cells. And people that are on chemotherapy typically lose a lot of weight very quickly because it just destroys your body. So I actually went from being around 155 pounds to getting down to under 110 pounds. There was almost no fat in my body. I was completely neutropenic. My immune system was completely shot. Was basically skin and bone, and I basically looked like death warmed over. So, but part of my healing process, after I got through the initial nausea phases, was to eat to gain back my weight so I can build my body back up. Now, the only thing is I didn't do it the right way. See, in the hospital, they were having me eat, good foods, healthy foods, and had me drink protein shakes to build up my muscle, build up my body, so it could rebuild itself. Well, for some reason, I started craving, while I was trying to get my weight back, I was craving a lot of junk. I was craving a lot of carbs, and I would go to the store and I would buy a lot of these deep fried snacks like jalapeno poppers, french fries, potato skins, chicken fingers, and onion rings, burritos, all that kind of stuff. And I would buy things like chips and salsa, ice cream, sugary foods, cakes, pies, cupcakes, Twinkies, you name it. I was eating all that junk, and I was gaining weight. But the problem was, I was gaining it in fat. I was getting a lot of fat in my body. Within a few months, I was up to 165 pounds. Most of it was fat, and I actually got as high and as heavy as 185 pounds, which to me I looked horrible at that weight. 185 pounds of mostly fat. I was about 35% fat on my body. Okay, at that weight, which is pretty bad, considering that that healthy fat usually between 15% or so for most guys. Well, so I wanted to drop the weight. So I would exercise, I would walk, I do different things. I changed my diet. I tried the vegan diet, I tried the paleo diet, things like that. They would work a little bit, then I gained the weight right back. And so nothing really helped at all. Well, fast forward to about a week or two ago, a friend of mine told me about this coffee that he was drinking, that was helping him lose weight, and that a lot of other people were losing weight with. And that coffee, of course, is the SlimRoast coffee we're going to be talking about here in this video. But my concern, though, was that I've tried other so-called healthy coffees, and all those coffees, they all tasted like absolute garbage. In fact, they were more root and more herb and more plant than coffee, so it tasted like you were drinking a burnt forest, basically. It tasted horrible. It tasted like garbage, okay? Well, he said, no, this actually tastes really good. So, I went ahead and I got me some coffee. I got me a pack of the coffee. So I wanted to try it out, and then if I liked it, I wanted to share it with people. So I got a box of different sample sizes. So all I do is take one of these. They're SlimRoast Optimum. I take one of these, and you mix it in with a cup of hot water. It says 6 to 8 ounces, but you can add more or less water if you want for your taste. My coffee cup is around 12 to 14 ounces. So I just use that. Now, typically these so-called healthy coffees, have so much caffeine in them that it wires you like crazy. Okay, well, this didn't wire me. It did give me an energy boost. It did kind of wake me up a little bit, like you would expect coffee to do, but it didn't do it in a way where your heart starts beating really fast and your head starts spinning a mile a minute. Okay, it actually, first of all, it actually tasted good. It actually tastes good. It's a nice dark roast, and I like dark coffee. I like strong coffee, and it gave me that little boost of energy that woke me up. But it was like a long-lasting energy boost. It wasn't like this quick, like you would think expect from a caffeine or sugar high, where it's quick and you crash. Okay. In fact, I had that coffee this morning, and I felt the effects of it all day. Now I went and had some other regular cups of coffee during the day. Okay, because I didn't want to drink all of my Slim Roast in one day. In fact, it says they recommend to use 1 or 2 cups a day. It's recommended to drink it in the morning on an empty stomach and wait at least 90 minutes before you have your breakfast. Give it a chance for the ingredients in the coffee to get into your system. Now, what the coffee does, okay, other than being a great coffee, and now another thing I want to point out to you too, though, is that I typically would drink my coffee with cream and like sweet and low or stevia, but I always like something in my coffee to help tone down the bitterness of the coffee. So I would add some kind of flavor, like a creamer or a sweetener. Well, I had this black because I didn't want to add anything to it to really mess up the effects of it. So I drank it black, and I actually enjoyed the taste of it. I actually liked the flavor of it. It actually tasted good. It wasn't a bitter, nasty taste like a lot of black coffees are. It actually had a nice, smooth, rich, like a full-bodied flavor. It wasn't bitter or nasty at all. But what the coffee does, other than being great coffee, is the ingredients in the coffee do some things for you to help you with your weight management. First of all, it blocks the desire for carb. It blocks carbs. Okay, so the carbs don't get into your system and settle as fat like they normally would. Secondly, it blocks the trigger mechanism, the signal in your brain that tells your stomach it's time to eat. Okay, so it blocks that hunger signal. Right, and another thing it does, it actually blocks and crushes the cravings you have for carbohydrates. So, in fact, I have my Slim Roast, and I know people who are using the Slim Roast coffee who drink it every day and have not actually eaten the actual solid breakfast for several months. So what it does, it actually keeps you from it. You drink it, and then it actually blocks the desire for certain foods, and actually blocks your hunger. It blocks the hunger signals, so you may or may not even want to eat breakfast. Okay, now it's totally up to you to eat it if you want. But again, you want to wait 90 minutes before you eat anything after you've had your coffee. 90 minutes after you've finished your coffee, then you can have your breakfast. Give this coffee time to settle in your system. Give the ingredients time to settle to get into your body and do their job. In fact, I didn't even have breakfast this morning because I had no desire for it. Now I'm in a hotel right now, and what we usually do is we go to the front desk. They have free breakfast, and they serve things like hard-boiled eggs, which is fine. They have oatmeal, cereal, bagels, cream cheese, butter, jelly, that kind of stuff, and so a lot of carbs. Okay, and usually I'll eat like some eggs and some oatmeal and have a bagel. Okay, and my coffee with the sweetener in it and stuff like that. And sometimes I'll have some juice too, and it's the concentrated juice from the machine, so it's mostly sugar anyway. Well, today I didn't have any desire for any breakfast. I drank my coffee, and my brother and I sit out there, and sit on the front and kind of relax in the morning. All I did was I went out there, and I had my Slim Roast in the room when I woke up, and went out there. We did laundry. I went out to the front and just sat there in the front, on my phone, playing some games on my phone. Do a little bit of social media on my phone, and I had no desire to have any breakfast. In fact, I have had no desire for any food today until just recently. I went and I grabbed an apple, had an apple, and I'm gonna have dinner here pretty soon, as soon as my brother gets back home. But it's not about starving yourself, okay? What it is, it's about blocking those signals so you won't eat as much and you won't eat the wrong kinds of food, right? What you're gonna do is you're gonna actually use the calories in your body that you have stored, the fat you have stored for your energy, okay? And of course, you eat. What's gonna happen is you drink the coffee, you do it the right way. You drink it in the morning, 90 minutes, and wait 90 minutes until you eat anything, and then during the day you're not going to feel like you need as much food. and you're not going to have this desire for the carbohydrates that really, which are the big enemy when it comes to weight loss. So this is my first day with Slim Roast. Today's weight, I started 167 pounds. I need to get myself a scale so I can actually weigh myself, or I'll go down somewhere and weigh myself. But I'll be doing this every day. I'll make videos every day on my experience with this. Again, it's I ordered a packet of samples so I can send samples out to my friends. So if anybody wants a sample, just let me know and I'll get you hooked up. But starting next month, I'm going to order just a canister of the actual coffee so I can just scoop it and mix it in my cup without having to use the sample packs. But from day one, I'm sold. I'm sold on it. I mean, I love the taste of it. It kept me from wanting the wrong foods, even though my first... Now, I'm not saying everyone's going to have the same experience like I did on your first day. It may take you a few days to actually get that experience. And you may have to drink a couple cups of coffee during the day, in the morning. One of the people that I know who's up in my organization, in fact, I like the coffee so much I decided to start promoting it. Okay, so, but one of the people in my organization, he drinks 2 cups in the morning, waits 90 minutes, and then he usually doesn't have any breakfast. But again, it's how you do it. You want to make sure you do it the right way. 1 or 2 cups in the day, and wait 90 minutes, and then see if you feel like you need to have breakfast or if you need to have something to eat. If you do, fine, great. But it's going to actually, you won't eat as much, and it's going to block your desire for those horrible, bad, terrible foods like carbs and the things that are actually going to settle in your system and actually make you fat. And again, like I said earlier, it blocks the carbs. Okay, so the carbs can't do their damage. Okay, but it doesn't mean you overeat the carbs now. Which one do you want to still watch your eating, what you do? You still want to follow directions. You still want to live a healthy lifestyle. Exercise when you can. But it helps to block those carbs, block those cravings, so it's easier for you to lose weight. All right. So again, guys, I'm sold on this. I absolutely love this coffee. Again, if you would like a sample of it to try out for yourself, just leave me a comment down below or send me a message. I'll be happy to send you a sample. I do have some conditions though, because I'm not going to send samples out just to anybody who's just going to just take it, not do anything, not just waste it. But I do have some conditions, and I'll talk to you about what those conditions are later on when you request. Now, it doesn't mean you have to join the business or become a full-time customer or anything like that. I just have a few conditions that I'm going to request of you if you get samples. And the main thing is to follow the instructions, follow directions. That's the main thing. Follow directions, and then keep track of your weight daily. Keep track of your weight daily. All right. So, guys, again, it's Kurt, and hope you enjoyed this video. Again, this is my story on weight loss and weight management, or part of my story, rather. And this is my first day using the Slim Roast Coffee. Again, I love this product now. If I could have this as coffee all day long, I would. Okay, if I could change my coffee to this, I probably would do that. But if you guys want to learn more about Slim Roast, this actually comes from a company called Valentus. They're actually a 4-year-old company, so they're a fairly young company. If you want to learn more about the product, just let me know. I can send you some information. Also, if you want a sample, I can send you a sample. But if you'd like to, see what we're doing, see what I'm doing, and maybe, take a look at the business side of this. Right? Again, no pressure. If you want to get the coffee just to get the coffee, perfectly fine. If you want to, make some extra money, great. Because most people love coffee. In fact, coffee is the second most drank beverage in the world next to water. It's also the second most traded commodity in the world, right behind oil. Okay? So, if you drink coffee or know someone who does, or if you want to lose weight or know someone who does, or if you want to make some extra money or know someone who does, let me know and I'll get back to you. Okay? In fact, what I can do is I can actually pre-enroll you in our system so you can get a sneak peek and see how our system works. In fact, what's going to happen is once you get pre-enrolled, as other people will pre-enroll after you, you'll have a chance to lock in your positions. You'll earn off all those people, but you have to let me know so I can get the information to you. But anyway, guys, I've kind of talked too long. I've made this video a little longer than I wanted to. It's actually 14 minutes now. 14 minutes 50 seconds, so almost 15-minute video. I wanted to make it quick, but I just get so excited about this product that I talk to everybody about it. I talk to my family, my friends. I ask them people if they like coffee, if they want to lose weight, and if they want to make some extra money. Most people say yes to all three questions. Okay, some people say no to maybe the first two, number one and number two. Very few say no to the third question. But that's it for this video, guys. Again, if you would like a sample of Slim Roast, I can send you some. Just let me know, and I'll send you a couple packets of Slim Roast. You can try it out. If you'd like to learn more about the product and about the business side of it. In fact, we have other products as well, other coffee products. But if you'd like to learn more about the products and about the business side of Valentus, just let me know. And what I can do is I get your information. I can actually pre-enroll you into the system, and you'll have a temporary position, and you can check it out and see how it works, see if you like it, and then you'll have a chance to lock in your position, and then basically earn off everyone else who joins underneath you via our team. So with that, guys, thanks for watching, and look forward to catching you in the next video. Have an awesome day. Take care.